Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishchita, and first up, a trial court ordered the framing of charges against Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal in connection with the defamation case filed against him by BJP leader Nitin Gadkari. The Court of Metropolitan Magistrate Gomati Manacha today ordered the framing of charges against the AAP chief under sections 499 and 500 of the Indian Penal Code after he refused to withdraw his allegations against Gadkari. When Kejriwal and Gadkari appeared in the Metropolitan Court earlier today, the two leaders were asked to settle the matter amicably. Gadkari even offered to withdraw the defamation case filed by him against Kejriwal on the condition that he withdraws all charges of corruption made by him. However, Kejriwal flatly refused to withdraw the serious nature of charges made by him against the BJP leader. The court then ordered the authorities to frame charges against Kejriwal and posted the matter for next hearing on the 3rd of August. The court even asked Gadkari to submit an affidavit and present his case 3 days before the next hearing. The court, however, exempted Kejriwal from personal appearance. Well, Arvind Kejriwal now faces charges under IPC section 499 and 500 for defamation. This case is in connection to the one in February when Kejriwal had released the list of India's most corrupt. The list featured Nitin Gadkari's name, who has faced corruption charges in the past but managed to get a clean sheet. Nitin Gadkari took Kejriwal to court accusing him of intentionally defaming him, and Kejriwal, after many days of court hearing, has refused to withdraw his allegations against the BJP leader and now Union Minister, and hence charges under section 499 and 500 are being framed against him. And meanwhile, the infighting in the Aam Aadmi Party, which is grappling with its lackluster showing in the 2014 general elections, has now reached the top leadership. After AAP leader Yogendra Yadav resigned from the party's Political Affairs Committee last Saturday, senior leader Manish Sisodia has reportedly questioned his motives and strategies that did not help the party in the general elections. Yogendra Yadav had resigned from the party's top decision-making body following a tiff with state convener Naveen Jai Hind, who resigned from the 18-month-old rookie party's national executive body on the same day. In a letter sent to Yadav, Sisodia is said to have reprimanded him for taking his fight with Jai Hind in public domain and calling party chief Arvind Kejriwal a supremo. On the other hand, Kejriwal is stuck to his guns. He has refused to take back his allegations against Cabinet Minister Nitin Gadkari as he appeared before the Patiala High Court today. Kejriwal showed up at the court for a fresh hearing in the criminal defamation complaint filed against him by Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari. Gadkari's lawyer Anil Soni said the Union Minister would withdraw his case if Kejriwal took back his allegations, but the AAP leader refused to do so. Well, in fact, there we have it, infighting proving doom for the Aam Aadmi Party there. An ugly fight within the top leadership of the AAP has surfaced now, with the emergence of a letter purportedly from founder member Manish Sisodia to senior leader Yogendra Yadav accusing the latter of fomenting factional fights within the party and gunning for AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal. When contacted, Yadav did not deny the existence of the letter. He merely said that he would not comment on it. Sisodia meanwhile, on the other hand, has come on to lambast Yogendra Yadav, is what we hear. Earlier it was just a fight that was at the grassroots level, but now it looks like the AAP top leadership also seems to be grappling for some sort of stability. And well, even as the country struggles to forget the bitter memories of the blood battle in Operation Blue Star, a group clash broke out inside the Holy Golden Temple. Over 12 people were injured in the clash between groups of Shiromani Akali Dal and SGPC. Tense moments were witnessed as the groups crossed swords and terrified people ran for cover. In fact, violent clashes broke out between the two Sikh groups inside the Golden Temple complex on the 30th anniversary of Operation Blue Star. As per initial reports, trouble started after members of the Shiromani Akali Dal-controlled Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee protested Shiromani Akali Dal leader Simranjit Singh Man's attempt to give a speech from the rostrum of the Akal Takht. One of the Man supporters tried to snatch the microphone from Jatender of Akal Takht, and this infuriated members of SGPC-run Golden Temple Task Force, and they swung into action to take on Man supporters. So it was a free-for-all, with both sides reacting violently with swords and kirpans. At least 5 people have sustained injuries, is what reports indicate. Let's listen to what Shiromani Akali Dal spokesperson had to say in this regard.
देखिए, जो अब आज हरमंदिर साहब में गोल्डन टेम्पल में जो दुखदाई घटना हुई है, उस पर हमें बहुत खेद है और जिन लोगों ने ये बात की है उन पे श्रोमणी गुरुद्वारा प्रबंधक कमेटी की ओर से एक्शन लिया जाएगा, क्योंकि वहाँ एक मर्यादा है जो सिख संस्थाओं ने बनाई हुई है। उस मर्यादा से बाहर कोई नहीं जा सकता और उसका पालना सब लोग करते हैं, और जिन लोगों ने ऐसी बात की है वहाँ कोई इस तरह के आर्म्स लेकर जाने की बहुत पहले से सख्त मनाही है।
Well, in fact, the task force members forced Man supporters out, but they regrouped and attacked again. The Akal Takht is one of the 5 seats of power of the Sikh religion. It is located in the Harmandir Sahib complex, which is the Golden Temple complex. The situation turned tense in parts of Amritsar, with many shops downing their shutters. And in fact, Shiromani Akali Dal, which is a splinter group led by Simranjit Singh Man, has advocated formation of Khalistan, an independent state for the Sikhs, through a democratic process. Moving on now, Sumitra Mahajan has been elected as the new Speaker of the Lok Sabha. She got wide acceptance for the post, cutting across party lines. She was unanimously elected as the Speaker of the 16th Lok Sabha. Sumitra Mahajan succeeds Meera Kumar. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated the new Speaker and wished her all the best. The opposition leader Mallikarjuna Kharge also congratulated her and advised the Speaker to take the members of the Parliament in unity during the sessions of the Parliament. Sumitra Mahajan is a graduate of law and has studied Masters of Arts at Indore University. She began her political career as a corporator in Municipal Corporation Indore in 1982. She later became the Deputy Mayor in 1984. Sumitra Mahajan has never lost a Lok Sabha election since she was elected from Indore. She is the longest-serving woman member in the Parliament and is known for her simplistic and honest approach in her political endeavours. From 2002 to 2004, Sumitra held various portfolios such as human resources, communications and petroleum. Well, the aftermath of last night's rainfall has been quite shocking. In fact, last night, a mother and her pregnant daughter got stranded inside their own house as rainwater flooded their house in a matter of seconds. The mother and her pregnant daughter are said to have held on to a support for over 2 hours with water gushing into their houses. When the neighbors realized of the duo's plight, they forced open the door and saved the mother and daughter. The water seemed to have gushed into the houses due to BDA's roadwork, which had clogged the drains. Well, let's listen to what one of the victims had to say.
ರಾತ್ರಿ 1:15 ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬೆಚ್ಚಬಿದ್ದೆದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಗುಡ್ಗು ಮಿಂಚು ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಎದ್ರುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರು. ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಣ್ಮುಚ್ಚಿ ಕಣ್ಬಿಡೋದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ನೀರು ಮಂಚನೇ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಎತ್ತಿ ಸಜ್ಜೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಮಂಚ, ಸೋಫಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಸಮೇತನೇ ಎತ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಜ್ಜೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊತ್ತು ನಿಂತಿದ್ವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮನೆ ತುಂಬಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೀರು ಈ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈ ಮನೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಈಚೆಯಿಂದ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು. 2-3 ಸರಿ ಬಂದ್ರು. ನಾವು ಕೂಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ಪಾಪ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಈಚೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಫುಲ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ನೀರು ಇತ್ತು. ಇನ್ನ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನೀರ್ ಇಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ಲು ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗಾಗೋಗಿತ್ತು. ನೀರು ಫುಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
Well, in fact, there we have it. The woman who is pregnant and her mother clung on to the top shelf for hours together as the water gushed in and reached all the way to their heads. It was only the alert neighbors who realized that the people inside were in danger. They forced open the doors, pumped out the water and rescued the 2 women. After clinging on for a couple of hours, now she's been taken to the hospital, but we can see all the valuables inside the house completely destroyed. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, in KHP colony, heavy rains resulted in a 60-foot-long wall coming crashing down. The rains had weakened the wall, and also there was sand heaped against it, which added to the weight on it. Also, it is said that water had remained stagnant near the compound wall for several days, which had also weakened the wall further. Apart from a 60-foot wall coming crashing down, several cars have also been damaged. Well, had this wall come crashing down during the day, there could have been many casualties and injuries, but because the incident took place in the dead of the night, fortunately no one was injured. And meanwhile, it rained heavily across the city, as we know, and many trees too fell prey to the heavy rainfall. In Raj Bhavan Road this morning, officials were seen busy clearing out an almost 100-year-old tree that came crashing down due to last night's rainfall. The tree was cut into pieces and moved aside, but this brings to light the kind of carelessness in dealing with trees, not giving them proper nutrition and water, and cementing their base, thereby restricting their growth. Well, in fact, these were the scenes across the city. While last night on Venus Street, vehicles were almost submerged in water because of the roads getting inundated. On Raj Bhavan Road this morning, a magnificent tree had come crashing down in Nandini layout. As we showed, a house has become almost uninhabitable thanks to the muck gushing in at night. For over 2 hours, the victims clung on to the top shelf not to get drowned in the water that had come in. Meanwhile, in Aparna Theatre in the city, shows had to be cancelled because the theatre got inundated. A pitiable state for a city that is proud of calling itself the Silicon City or the IT capital of the country, but cannot tackle one simple rainfall. Of course, last night's rainfall was anything but simple, with thunder showers and incessant lightning and rainfall for over 2 hours. But nonetheless, this seems like the same story year after year in Bengaluru.